is it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
And, Ronan Degan,
yes,
right?
Ronan Degan, yes.
All right. So you got a fight coming up.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about it.
Yeah, so to be honest, I would have a fairly extensive amateur career. I represented Ireland 2 or 3 times abroad, and I'm an IMAF bronze medalist, European bronze medalist. So like for representing Ireland at a weight class above at the time, just so no spots at my weight class. 2-time Irish champion. Just an all-round dog.
It's a heck of a resume for sure.
Yeah. And I'm going pro for my next fight will be pro debut.
The Clan Wars, correct?
It's exactly. Clan Wars the 29th of June, and
coming up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so very very soon. So anybody who's looking for tickets, check my Instagram. You can find them in my bio. Yeah.
All right.
Use my link.
Yeah, I'll throw a link down here.
Yeah.
As well.
Thank you very much.
All right. So like. First of all, talk to me about like events like this today.
Yeah.
You know, what does that mean? You know, for Irish combat sports, like
unreal. Like just so like okay, so with MMA, it's very like a lot of things, a lot of sports. The hub for it is either in Dublin or it's in like kind of the north. So this is
or Belfast.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So like this is a really really big statement for Tullamore, as in it's rising the level of Irish MMA in the Midlands. So like for example, I'm going to be the first pro mixed martial artist to be homegrown from Tullamore.
Awesome.
My first ever session was an air grapple, and
all right.
so I'm a day one boy. No, but as in literally, so I'm the first on the paddock spot, as we're about to see tonight. I'm the first to man it, you know what I mean? And it really excites me just seeing this, because it really helps build MMA, but also like feeds just like the whole momentum of it, you know what I mean? And like I really think like you're gonna look back in years and like, you know, UFC embedded and shit like that, and just see like this will be clips in the promo and stuff. So I just think it'll be really good. Me, Shane Dunn, James McCord, just the whole team, to be honest. It's like it's too many people to name, honestly. There's that many people, and then obviously massive like shout out to Kieran Davern is our head coach. He's the main man behind the picture.
Absolute gentleman as well.
Yes, exactly, the boss man. I can't see him now, but he's harder to get than gold. But yeah, no, definitely, like it's savage.
Speaking of Kieran, then like, what's it like? You know, having someone like him, you know, as your coach. Like, do you feel pressure to perform in front of him, or like, what is that like?
To be honest, like this is something I really like and I appreciate. So I was in Thailand recently, but like I really appreciate me and Kieran. So like I said, started from day one. Our relationship is like really morphed into something special. You know what I mean? He has a different, unique relationship with everybody. That's a really good coach. The sign of a good coach, you can read a different person.
Yeah.
But like me and him were like very alike. We butt heads, but like as in we're very alike. You know what I mean? And we're very clear. Like I just love the way we do it, if that makes sense. And like even when he's cornering me, people, I'm not just saying this, every time I fight, he's always coming like the connection he have, and it's like whatever he says something, I do it straight away. And that's just like, that's something that's like a constant, or like like that's the type of person he is, the type of person that we just gel really well together. And that's why I think when you actually see it in action, you see it's something special, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right on.
To be fair, he has that with every fighter he corners, you know what I mean? What you give is what you get with him, so it's great, like, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Right on. You know, okay, so you're going pro soon. Like,
yes.
What is it? What was the lead up to like your decision to decide to do that? Like, it was there. Did like Kieran have like a sit down with you and be like, hey, look, maybe it's time, or
100%.
Like,
yeah, because it's a big step, like, you know what I mean? And like, so for me, it was very much that I had a layoff of 2 years, so I was like the number one guy in Ireland and England on Tapology, and then I fought 2 times, but it kind of happened with an injury, so I ended up had to take 2 years out. With someone taking a picture behind the scenes, that's why he's smiling. But I had to take a 2-year layoff, and I was itching to get back the whole time. But after my last fight, and it was my first time being in there, it was actually very cool. Like, my fight was a year and 1 day to the surgery, so it was just really special. And like, I went in, put on an unbelievable performance. I like was the most composed I ever was. Me and him were in sync. It was like I didn't miss a beat, and it was like I was like maybe one more, but then I was in Thailand. He gave me the call, and he was like, "Nah, I think Cage Warriors coming back to Dublin. I think this is the time." And I was like, "I think so too. Fuck it, like now is the time." And just I feel something special building. I'm really excited, and I think like I really do mean that. I don't want to sell it. Like I think like in time to come, this like clip will be used on like UFC competitors and shit like that. it's going to be very exciting, you know what I mean? But yeah, so that was kind of a mutual thing. Like it was a slow build, but then it was kind of like he mentioned it, and we were playing with the idea, and we knew we were very close, and it was just like, no, now is the time, let's go for it. And, it's really good. It's exciting.
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, I guess I don't know how it works. Like, when you're looking to go pro, like, do you approach the promotions? Do they come to you? Do you have a management company? How does that work?
It's a little bit of both. So like, there's a lot of different ways to go about it, but the main thing is like you have to make the decision to go. Sometimes promoters have suggested in the past that I be going pro. Like a lot of people sometimes get like encouraged to go pro by the promotions. For me, it was like me approaching the organization and saying, look, they would have known who I was, and like it was like, listen, I'm looking to go pro. I'm excited to do it on your platform. The way I approached Clan Wars, me and Kieran were kind of approaching the management of Clan Wars, and we were like, look, I'd love to do it on. I think Clan Wars is Ireland's oldest show, currently existing, and it's like I want to be like one of the caliber that they look at. Like I think like a lot of people have fought on Clan Wars, you know what I mean? It's like I think Ian Gary fought on Clan Wars. Paul Hughes, I think at a certain point. A lot of Irish professionals who are top caliber.
It's certainly a great stepping stone for sure.
100%, and like that's why like, it's just really professional to set up, and I just, I think it's perfect for it, and I'm really excited that I get to do it on Clan Wars. So.
Heck yeah.
Thanks, Clan Wars.
Clan Wars, because we just didn't say it enough. No.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. No, drop it more. Yeah, name drop.
But no, like, okay. So what do you do? What are you doing to like kind of keep yourself zen? You know what I mean? Calm and whatnot. Like, cause it's only like another 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, about just about 3 weeks or so, and like so I'm always like I've always really been big into sports psychology and like reading a lot of books, studying like podcasts, mindset coaches. While I was actually injured and I knew I was like making the build back to fighting, I was always playing with the idea, but I actually did work with a guy called Mindset Mike. He's in America. He'd be like a mindset coach, and it was just kind of something that like how I was always very good to perform. But how I knew it was like it really paid off was like I was in the cage for my last fight, and it would have been a 2-year layoff. And I remember like looking at my opponent against the cage, and I literally was just like, I am so happy to be in this cage right now. Like a lot of people like talk fluff. I was just like, God, I'm so grateful for this. And it's like a lot of sports psychology, they really emphasize not hyping. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to win. But like it's all about focusing on the process, not focusing about the outcome. I can't control that. I can just control preparing myself 100%, giving it all that I can, doing all the steps, ticking all the right boxes, and then like working with the right people, getting the right training in, and then once that's done, I just get to switch off and be like, I'm here now. I get to enjoy every bit of this, and especially with the injury, there was a period where I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to return to fighting, so I appreciate,
really tough.
And it was, and I like definitely like struggled with like identity crisis and stuff like this, but like no, like when I step in there, I am truly grateful to be there. I don't need to shout, I don't need to do nothing. Like all the guys know what I'm like, this is like Christmas for me, you know what I mean? I'm not acting like I don't feel nerves. Everybody feels nerves, it's adrenaline, it's how you're meant to feel. But I send it in the right direction, you know what I mean?
Right on.
Yeah.
So last one here for you, like what are you gonna do? Like what's gonna be like, sorry, hold on. Do you have to do a weight cut or anything like that?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for this one, you're like looking at me like, you have to do a weight cut. Yeah, all MMA fighters got to do a weight cut. No, for this one, it's at 63 kilos, so I'm doing a bit of a weight cut, but not much.
Okay. What do you walk around at?
I walk around at
6'5",
66-ish. Yeah, 66-ish, you know what I mean? So I can eat a little bit, I can like fuel up a little bit more.
So it's not that drastic?
No.
That's good,
to be honest, that's minimal. But when I actually go pro, I'm aiming for flyweight, which is 57 kilos the day before. Sounds like a lot. I look like I'm bigger than I am. Well, I am. I'm a big guy. No, but I just... The numbers look really well, so I can do this, like no problem at all. I just have to tick all the boxes outside the camera, not be a Paddy Pimblett. I love Paddy Pimblett though, to be fair.
So speaking on that, like what after a weight cut, like what's that first meal? Like after a weight cut, after a fight, and you can kind of what's that first meal? Like what are you going for?
After every fight, I always love a cappuccino. Everyone. Cappuccino, like Kieran always laughs at it because it could be like 9 or 10 o'clock at night by the time you're done, and I'm like, I need a cappuccino. That and then just like any type of fast food is the job. after a weight cut, I can't fuck around. You have to be correct in the way you refuel, because otherwise your body can have negative impacts. But once the fight is over, it's happy days.
Right on.
Pizzas, chips, burgers, whatever. Has has chips. I generally always have chips, but apart from that, like, you know, I don't know, I can bounce around. And a coffee.
Right on. All right, look, man, I don't want to take too much more of your time here.
Thanks,
I really appreciate you talking to me here.
I'm not generally not this pale. I am pale, but this makes me look way worse. Okay, I don't know what it is.
I'll fix it for you.
Yeah,
don't
he's
worry.
gonna fix it.
But look, I look forward to watching your fight.
Savage, thanks, man.
Good luck.
Yeah,
best
thank you.
of skill, and hopefully one of these days I can be talking to you again after a fight. Then,
yeah, Sam, thanks, man.
All right,
appreciate it, Tony.
Appreciate it. Have a good one.
Thank you.